Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday night, my friends, and I'm back. And we're gonna pop right back on in to some more Mars Horizon. Pick up where we left off a few days ago with it. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. We're all healthy and happy and all those things. Kicking butt, taking names, getting things done, enjoying life along the way. I hope you've all been having a good weekend. It's kind of relaxing and all that stuff. Got another week ahead of us, friends. Another week ahead of us. But hopefully it will be a good, productive week. We shall see. Anyway, let's jump back on in. And let's see. So I've got we're into the phase where we're going to start trying to get ready for Mars. We got the Atlas 3 rocket in the process of being researched here. What do I need? What was I? Let me think here. Got the Atlas 3. I think I was just researching this just to get it done so that we can get down to the space shuttle and stuff. Then also we want to get a. We have the large launch pad. Did I actually build the large launch pad? I think I did. Got the vehicle assembly building, or it's in the process of being built. We do have the PR office, which I should build. Yeah, the large launch pad is, I think, in the process of being built. Wish I could swap these around better, but not much I can do there with that. I guess I'll put it over in the corner here. So we got a lot of natural barriers in our way. Here's our medium launch pad. Here's the large launch pad. Okay. Yeah, so I do have that ready to go. So that's good. Hey, Tech, welcome on in. How are things going? Cool. So we got the launch pad going. Yep, I just started. Just jumped on in. Alright, so I got that going. Gonna research progressing, and then what was the next? So I'm trying to do. What's our active missions? We have a mission slot available. Been having a ton of fun in Spaceborne 2? Yeah. Yeah, it sounds I was looking a little bit at the change notes. There's there's a lot. There's a lot of change there, so it looks like it'll be pretty awesome to get back into. Once I can get back around to it. Too much stuff on the list, as always. That's good. That's good. Okay, we got space station is coming up in 6 months. Oh, that's right, because we wanted the we need the space shuttle for that. Right, that's why I'm doing this Atlas booster. And then what is the space shuttle capacity? Large payloads. Okay. All right, that's fine. of 2, which actually means that that will take crew out of the pool for a little bit. So I probably should hire some more, because I imagine they're going to be on the space station for a while. Like how long? I don't know how long it will. I don't know how long they actually go for, but imagine it's not just a walk in the park. All right, and then at the PR office, it's going to be complete in 6 months. What is the next? I think diplomacy office, I think, is going to be really important because it'll get us some joint missions going, which will help boost some of our, give us like passive boosts, I think. Conference center, that also gets us towards the contractor's office and all of that. Space plane, mobile launch platform. Constructed in one area, move to a designated launch site, then launch from that same platform. So minus 10% vehicle build cost. I mean, that's pretty big too. Launch reliability for the water sound suppressor. Yeah, the mobile launch platform would be good. But I also need, so we have increase the number of astronauts in the astronaut pool by 4. And then neutral buoyancy lab gives me access to tier 2 astronaut town. So I think we'll want that too soon, but that's 5,000. Centrifuge training, tier 3. I don't know if we need tier 3 things, but you know, that'll be something. But we also have to worry about our different missions here. Like getting a Mars lander is really important because we'll need, I mean, we need both the Mars lander and we need the Voyager probe here in order to get to Neptune and Uranus, and then that gets us to then obviously the modular space station and the Zarya thing then gets us down here some more. X-ray telescope, 7,200 over 120 months. I mean, that's the science reward for that is fantastic. The Chandra telescope. But in order to do that, we need Voyager and Viking probes done. So getting a Mars lander will be important, and then getting these flybys. So how much? 4,000 science and 4,800 science to research those. This gives me 2% Mars expertise, which makes sense. And this is 6,400 and 5,600. See, that's our problem right now, is just I need an infusion of science to get some of these things done quickly. What do we have here on Venus? Already launching the endurance test. Venusian photography gives us 2652. Topographic radar mapping gives us a vehicle launch escape system and 2% Mars experience. And that's 5 months. The challenge is complete Saturn flyby before the Soviet Union in 163 months. That's minus 50% vehicle research costs for 3 months. Which would be really good. Saturn flyby. What about Mercury? What do we got here? Core Science. Auxiliary propulsion system. Provides additional roll control for improved maneuverability, reducing the chance of a critical launch failure. And that gives us 30 science, but that is 6 months total mission length. Mars, we were second to Mars orbit. Mars lander gets us. It's 3 phases over 10 months, so we need to like get that rolling fast here. What's the recommended research for that? All of those? So the Delta 4, so Centaur D does 15,000 kilograms. And it's 24,000 kilograms itself. And this does 24,000 kilograms to the, where does it say? This goes to outer planets. Okay, so outer planets for those. So this could take up to 15,000 kilograms of payload. And what's the Viking probe? It's only 3,500 kilograms. So that should work then. So I should have the boosters for this already. You just have to just research. I think I want to get, well, Saturn flyby. Saturn flyby gets me 50% vehicle research costs for only 3 months, but that's also it's vehicles research, which I don't know if I need. I mean, I do. I mean, it's great, but now, like a SLS Space Launch System stuff, Block 1, 1B. See, the problem is I don't. I mean, 50% cost would be good for. We could get the space shuttle done faster, but by that point, I'm going to have the space shuttle already done because we already have that in the planning stage. But the DCSS upper stage also would be important. I mean, we need to get 3 of these done in order to get down to here, which we're going to eventually need the Space Launch System and stuff like that for Mars, I imagine. So, yeah. Titan. Supplementary 2 Delta rockets for supplementary rocketry. Okay. Wyvern 2 upgrade points. This has 6 upgrade points. Okay. So now it really comes down to, do I use up this other mission slot right now? So what do we got? This one's in progress. Got 7 months until this launches. Space station, this completes in the payload completes in 6 months, but it's going to take a while to do the actual vehicle as well. I wonder, does it tell me on there how long it takes to build space shuttle? Because that is what I need for that, right? Yeah, suggested mission vehicle parts, yeah. So that will take... I mean, you kind of have to have the space shuttle because you need it to be reusable to bring astronauts back and forth from it. So... And this is going to take a while to research. See, I should do something that just gives me an infusion of research. Because this is going to take a while. This is going to be taking up a mission spot for quite some time here. So what I... It feels like... Well, endurance tests will be done. But it does feel like maybe I should get the... That's not what I want. Get the Saturn flyby stuff done along with the payload. Because that might help and come into play. The other problem is it's hard to plan this out because I can't tell. Everything's so many months out. We do need something between now and then, though, to kind of boost our science. Spacewalk maneuvering unit. It says 1,560 attaboys and 2,600 science and 2% Mars readiness. Do I have the parts for it? I have the parts for it. I do that one. That's a good one. This gives us 4,000 science. It takes 5 months to do. The other one's only 1 month. Plus whatever it takes to do build the stuff. Let's do the 1 monther just to kind of... Where's tech tests? Yeah, let's do this. And select payload. Build that. Go. We'll get that going. That'll be 3 months. Space Station Campaign Proposal. Your PR team have proposed an educational campaign based around your upcoming space station mission. Part of the campaign will involve high school students submitting ideas for experiments to be carried out by your crew on the station. Fund it with 150K? Yeah, go for it. Okay. That was that month. ESA requests data. Following the success of your commercial satellite mission, ESA have requested that your agency shares the scientific data obtained during mission. ESA representatives have stated that the gesture would greatly improve relations between our two great agencies. Hey, you know what? We're already buddies with them, so we'll share it. There we go. Atlas 3 research completed. Powerful heavy lift liquid fuel rocket able to place large satellites into geosynchronous orbit and far beyond. Okay, so we have that. What happened here? Japan completed phase 1 of Mars orbit. Okay. And what's going on with the Soviets? We don't know yet. Also, what's our diplomacy looking like? You see, the ESA already like us, and we get a bonus from them, right? What is the bonus we get? Active diplomacy effects. Plus 5% funds income and plus 2% science income. Alright. So that's good. With them. Okay. Oh, here it is. Your close ties with ESA provides a boost to science. ESA will also contribute more towards joint missions. If we could ever get a joint mission to show up. So there's that. Okay. Research. Missions. Let's do the Saturn flyby. Let's get that started. What's the new request thing on the moon? Lunar broadcast. What is this? Improved directional stabilization. The improved directional stabilization system reduces flight path deviation, lessening the chance of launch errors. And it gives us 3% towards our Mars readiness if I can get to it. And 4,260 science. That would be good if it's still there once our stuff clears up here. Alright. Sign the vehicle. Let's take the cheapest one we got. Looks good to me. And upgrade. No support penalty for failing mission. I'll just select that upgrade. There we go. Save that design. There we go. And confirm. 6 months it's going to take to do that. Alright. Soviet Union completed commercial satellite in second. Okay. Okay. I guess next month. Let's go next event. PR office is complete. PR office is essential in improving public awareness of our missions and to gain greater support for our agency. Unlocks mission training support. Space station payload complete. Alright. Design the vehicle. We don't have yet. But it's going to be... Wait, I thought the space station had to be... Huh. Hang on. I thought the space station had to be on the shuttle. It apparently does not. Okay, 2200. And what we got here? 91%. New space gets it done in 4 months? But less attaboys, which we already are in the hole with that. More support with that. I'll get it done in 3 months, but it'll cost me more than I have right now. $2,200. If I do these guys, I can actually afford it right now. So let's do that. Save the design and confirm. 7 months for that. All right, budget review. Cool, we've gone up a tier. Tier 11 now. We get 473,000 per month. That will be really nice. All right, endurance test, suboptimal dates. Go for it. And it's raining, so it's even worse. Great. Continue. Secure launch. Nice. Alright. My auto resolve. Oh, only 1% chance of failure? Yeah, auto resolve. There we go. And we got a 50% bonus on it for money. Sweet. Got a nice infusion of cash. Although it's not even, that's only the first phase. To get the second phase is it getting out there. All right, so where are we at here? So the next phase is Venus transfer orbit, which is, I guess, in 4 months. This completes in 2 months. This completes in 6 months. Next phase endurance test is in 3 months. Okay. 3 months it is. I guess next event. Plus 5% payload reliability. And we need crew. So we'll take the, what's the launch reliability on this thing? 87%. All right. Do I have anyone that does payload reliability? Oh, you know what? We'll do these guys. Electrician. Confirm. Training focus. What is this now? This is the spacewalk maneuvering unit, which they didn't even spell maneuvering even correctly for British. Set training focus. So we're getting 2,680 science out of it. I do need me some more science. So how far along? We got a long way to go to the next tier of funding. So yeah, let's do science training. Launch dates. We're only going to get 5% more, but that's fine. Let's go for it. Confirm mission setup. Cool. All right, so what happened here? China completed crewed moon landing in 3rd. All right. Soviet Union completed crewed moon landing 2nd. And they're starting to catch up a little bit. That's us going out there. What went off in this direction? Yeah, what are they doing? Are they doing like a Mars flyby? Mars orbit? Oh, they're doing Mars orbit. Okay. Mars lander. Definitely want to get... I definitely want to be the first to put up a Mars lander down. I want to be the first on all the things, but, you know. We're falling behind on quite a few things here. China offer research. China have approached our agency to offer their Mars lander research in return for a suitable donation to their space program. Accepting the offer would unlock the research Mars lander. Okay. We gained 20 reputation with China. Mars lander research complete. Next mission phase ready. Spacewalk maneuvering unit. We're launching this guy too. Good conditions. 94% launch reliability. Go for it. Ooh, accurate telemetry +1 navigation on first task and mission. Alright. 5% chance of failure. I think we got accurate telemetry. We got one similar mission. Yeah, I think we're fine. Cool. And we got the 50% bonus. That's fantastic. Awesome. We've almost got Saturn flyby as well. So that means, since we bought that research, yeah, we bought the Mars lander research already. So that just leaves the Viking payload, which is 5600 there. But we want to get we want to get Voyager done first and get this Saturn flyby launched, because that's going to take a little while. Where is let's see, Jupiter, Saturn? Who's doing what here? Looks like nobody has it researched. Saturn orbiter is not researched either. That's Galileo. What else do we need there? I think we have what we need booster-wise. Let me think here. Voyager, what is that? That is... It's 900 kilograms. Alright. So it's 900 kilograms. So then, the upper stage here, I mean, that should be able to take it. And this goes to outer planets as max distance. So we should be good with the Centaur. And then this is what, this is 2,400 kilograms, 24,000 kilograms. So, and this can, the Delta IV can launch a 24,000 kilogram thing. So I think we're good. I think we're good there for all that stuff. So we can get that fired off, because this is good. Yeah, this is going to take 37 months in 2 phases. So, and then this has to be done. This expires in 153 months. So kicking this off now would be really good, because it's going to take 37 months before we can even get this 50% vehicle research cost reward. And by then it probably won't make that much difference, because I'll have already probably bought the or put in the research for the shuttle. Endurance test, here we go. Auto resolve. All right, we got another 2,500K in the monies. That is going to help quite a bit. All right. So that frees up another mission slot. We have 2 mission slots available now. So I should get something planned here. Oh, is the moon one still here? It is. Let's get the lunar broadcasts one. So payload, Apollo. That's good. Launch escape system 4006. What else do we have? Orbital radio is not going to give me much. Space station's in progress. Lunar broadcast is in progress. We've got all the milestones done there. Mars lander milestone. I mean, Viking for that, it's going to be a while. Do I have, I should check. Viking is 3,500 kilograms. So we should be able to do that with what we've got. Yeah, I mean, that takes 15,000. Yeah, we should be, Centaur and a Delta IV should be enough for that, I hope. I would like, you know what? I do want to get Mars lander done sooner rather than later, but Where are we at with... 5600. What I need is an infusion of science to do it. Because sending Voyager off is going to be like, not only is it, that's going to take up a mission slot for like 37 months or something like that, right? Plus it takes 5 months to build. And then this takes 5 months to build, and then this mission takes what? Not quite as many months. Because it's just to Mars, right? So it would take, let's see what it says here. That takes 10 months. So it would make sense to get that going and get the Voyager one going. Honestly, I should probably... I think we'll... Let's research Viking and get that done. Because the research for this is going to take... This is 5600 research it needs. That's still going to take a couple months just to research. I can get that done because that's a milestone. And then this one is also technically a milestone, but this one I have more time on the challenge. Hopefully. I mean, I still have to get there before the Soviet Union does, but I think we'll be able to do it. Because we have 153 months for it, which is really not 153. It's 153 minus the 37 months or whatever it takes to get out there. Plus, yeah, 37 months it takes to get out there. Plus, how long it's going to take to build build Voyager, which is 5 months, and then a couple months to build the rocket that it's going to be on. Yeah, so it's, you have to keep all that in mind. All right. EVA astronaut interviewed. Several newspapers have run stories on your recent spacewalk maneuvering unit mission, detailing the spacewalks performed by your crew. In one article, astronauts Setnari Albert described how much they enjoyed the experience. Mission Control was telling me to come back in, but I told them I was absolutely integral that I get some more photos. I took them very slowly. Going back inside was one of the saddest moments of my life. Gained 200 support. Saturn flyby research complete. Japan completed Mars orbit in 4th. Yeah, let's get the Viking payload going. Get this Mars lander. And then we're in position to get Voyager as well. Right on the heels of it. Alright, next event. ESA completed crewed moon landing in 4th. Space station vehicle complete. Alright. So we have to hire some crew here. Science rewards. Launch reliability. Let's hire the scientists. And the celebrity. So get these guys on there. Training. 271. get science training. Launch date. Let's do September. Yeah. Wait, when's the this completes in 2 months. Yeah, let's set September for that one. That'll give us a 10% bonus from that. What else we got? Where were we? I have something that can be done relatively quickly. This is 5 months. Yeah, let's plan this and get this. Let's just do this. What's that going to take? How long did that take? 3 months? Yeah, go for it. Just to get a little bit more of a science boost as we're going here. Alright, lunar broadcasts. Do that. Space station launch. 87%. Go. Secure launch. Booster goes to level 4. Upper stage goes to level 4. Alright. 5% chance failure. Let's auto resolve. First to the space station. All right. Very good. Cool. All right. And they are on the space station for a year. All right. Excellent. Does that still... Okay, that doesn't take up a mission slot anymore. Cool. Cool. Our broadcasts... yeah. We'll load that one. And confirm. Build it. 10 months. Okay. So where does that put us? That puts us in Era 3. We're first to that. These other guys don't even have it researched. Alright. Modular Space Station gets us the International Space Station, which costs 10k per month to maintain. 2,000 support. 3,120 science. Over 20 months. What does this give us? 3725 over 25 months. Modular Space Station 2. Okay. So it's a lot of support. Grand Tour. Basically the Voyager probe. 153 months. Complete the Grand Tour. X-ray telescope. It would be cool to get the X-ray telescope going because 7,440 science over 120 months is pretty good. Is that even... Well, before we could do that, we need both Viking and Voyager research, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do both of those. I'm going to do Voyager next here. But once we have Viking here, we can get the Mars lander started. And then that will get me to the X-ray telescope. I think I want to do that first. Although, what do we have in the way of buildings here? Although the neutral buoyancy lab is also important for tier 2 astronaut stuff. What is that? It's 5,000. And at some point we do need to do the space shuttle, but we're going to get a 50% discount once we finish the Saturn flyby. Although, that's going to take 37 months, so we'll need the shuttle prior to that, most likely. But anyway, that's where we're at there. So should I take another mission or should I hold off? No, let's hold off because we're going to get the Viking research is going to be done and then I'll need that mission slot. So. TV stations battle for broadcasts. TV stations across the world are competing for exclusive rights to the live broadcast planned by your lunar broadcast mission. Granting rights to the highest bidders would net your agency $400K, though your PR team have pointed out that freely granting the rights to all stations will result in the largest worldwide audience and likely a support boost. Free rights to all stations, because I could use the support boost more than the money right now. Alright. Topographic radar mapping. Alright, contractor effects increased by 100%. Alright. 984. Okay, confirm. 6 months for that. Funding review is up in 3. Not to the next funding tier yet. Viking is like right on the cusp of that being completely researched. There we go. Alright. So Vikings researched. Let's get Voyager researched. And let's get the Mars lander going. 5 months for that. There we go. All right. Budget review. And, yeah, we got a lot of attaboys, but we're still not quite to next tier. No funding yet. What else doing? What's going on right now? Media focus on Skylab experiments. Several news programs have featured stories about experiments performed on your space station Skylab, including those devised by school students as part of an educational campaign instigated by your agency. One experiment has gained particular attention, a study on the effects of microgravity on spiderweb formation. Astronaut Willow Smith's less than enthusiastic response has been quoted by several news reports. The science is good, but there's nothing more terrifying than spiders in zero-G. Gain 200 support. Oh. All right. Yeah, the Voyager probe is being researched right now. What did Japan just launch? Mars lander payload complete. And topographic radar mapping vehicle complete. Crewed mission. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oof. Let's get more science out of it. Launch date. Uh... Should I wait till September to do it? No, let's get it going as fast as we can. I know it's suboptimal, but let's do it. Let's just do it. Alright, Mars lander. Condor. There we go. That works out really well, actually. Six months for that. Okay. Excellent. China could play a commercial satellite in third, it looked like. Alright. Launch the mission. %. Alright, secure launch. 6% chance of failure. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Oh, it failed. Alright, well, you know what that means. Good old save scum. 6%. 6%. And it failed. Multi-crew or Japan complete multi-crew orbit in 5th. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Got the transfer trajectory. Excellent. Yeah, so what happened? China completed commercial satellite in 3rd, and Japan completed multi-crew orbit in 5th. Okay. Got it. How is our diplomacy going here? USA is happy with us. China and Japan are so-so. Soviets still hate us, which is about par for the course. Okay. Yeah, I guess next month then. I'm gonna broadcast the launch vehicle complete. Minimum crew of 3. Let's do some support training. We'll get them going in January. Maybe November. China is launching Venus orbit in 19 months. Yeah, they're okay. Japan hasn't even done it yet. All right. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Skylab crew return. NASA astronauts have safely landed back on Earth After spending 12 months aboard Space Station Skylab, astronaut Willow Smith's infamous fear of spiders has been a popular topic in the media. Mission Control even named the things the astronaut complained in a televised interview. Anita and Arabella, who names a spider? Oh, it's the sentence is a little broken up. Mission Control even named the things the astronaut complained in a televised interview. Anita and Arabella, who names a spider? Took me a moment to parse that sentence. China is launching Mars lander in 12 months. You freaking bastards. How am I? How did they jumped ahead in that, but they haven't even done half the other things yet? I'm in the planning stages of it. Well, okay, my rocket finishes in a month, so I still have a chance at being first. We'll see here. Alright. Topographic radar mapping. Our Mars lander. Vehicles complete. Let's get science going. Launch date. Alright, well we can go, they're going to go in September. We can go in July. At the earliest. And still beat them. So let's do that. And confirm. And this one, we can auto-resolve. Cool. Got the launch escape system and 348 science boost for 10 months. So it gives us 742 science coming in next month, which not quite enough to get Voyager done next month, but month after we should have it. Cool. That gives me a mission slot back as well. Which I'll probably use to get the other thing going. So we get the challenge done way ahead of schedule. Hopefully. Although, is there something, like, I could do something here for 1 month that would help out. Heat shield analysis. I already did a spacewalk maneuvering unit. I mean, I could do it again for another 2,500, but about anything over here? Illusion weather reports. What's that? 5 months. What do we got going on here? Lunar broadcasts. It's 1 month till launch, so that'll be cleared out. So yeah, let's get this other. Let's get this one started here, because we'll have that other slot freeing up. Broadcasts. Ooh, extended battery. Cool. All right, good. 710 science for 6 months. All right. Excellent. So that pushes us up into the next tier, funding. So that's good. We'll have more money coming in per month. Voyager research will be done next month. And I've got the mission slot available for it. So that's good. All right, next month. World watches lunar broadcast. Millions worldwide tuned in to watch the live lunar broadcast conducted by your astronauts after their successful landing on the moon. Your PR team attributed the record viewing figures to your agency granting free broadcasting rights to all television stations. In a popular section of the broadcast, astronaut Satinari Albert performed an unscripted leaping moonwalk, which Mission Control described as mildly alarming. Gained 400 support. Voyager research is complete. Good. So let's get Voyager going off on its way to Saturn here. Get this mission planned. Yes. Do that. Cool. Up ahead of them a little bit. Now research. Let's get the X-ray telescope started. Yeah, let's get the X-ray. Wait. Get the diplomacy office. What? The diplomacy office I can knock out actually pretty quickly. Let's do that. Let's knock that out really quick because that's only 3,000, and that unlocks the. Like I can get another mission control slot too, which will be quite useful very soon here. That's everything. Budget review. Well into tier 12 now. 525,000 per month we got in our budget. All right. Design vehicle. Go. What did the ESA just do? Looks like they're headed to maybe Venus. Oh, Mercury. Don't know. They might be headed towards either of those for some other side mission or something. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, our diplomacy office will be next month. Go. Yeah, which gives us another mission control expansion. That's 4,000. This is 5,000. 8,000. I don't want to lose. How long do we have on this? 1231 on missions. This gives us a lot. This gives us a science boost over like 2 years. Or, well, 120. No. Yeah. No, 10 years. 120 months. So 10 years for this. So let's get that started. let's get that started while we have a decent amount of science going. Diplomacy office, I don't have the money for just yet. China's launching Mars lander in 6 months. Yeah, and I'm launching in 4, so should be good. Reputation reward for joint missions. Joint missions. %3 reputation reward for joint missions. Yeah, let me put it there. Put that down. Alright. Payload complete for Saturn flyby. Let us select a vehicle. Let us design a vehicle. Alright. Upper stage. Centaur. Booster. Saturn 1B will actually do it. I guess it will. And 1 month earlier, too. New upgrades. $1904. That's the 14 months. I don't want that. $11 to 8 months. We'll go with the cheaper one. Just because we're hurting for cash right now. Let's do that. Alright. So I gotta wait until I can afford that. 1904K. So 1.9 mil. Alright, Mars lander. Let us launch said lander. Alright. %9 chance of failure for auto resolve. Alright, well, it succeeded. Yeah. Alright, that's complete phase 1 of Mars lander. Alright, Venusian weather report. Let's train science up on that. And we'll have to go November or February. The max bonus of 100, huh? Yeah, we can probably go till February. So I'm just waiting for money right now. Venus met using its innovative synthetic aperture radar system to pierce the dense Venusian atmosphere. Your Mariner 8 probe has managed to map an astonishing 98% of the surface of Venus in high resolution. This data will keep us going for decades. On the agency's planetary geologist commented in a newspaper article, simply naming all the volcanoes will take months. Gain 500 science. Excellent. Okay. Diplomacy office complete next month. Let's do that. X-ray telescope research complete. Alright, so let's research Chandra, because that's going to take a lot. 10,000 research to do. And not quite enough money yet for Saturn flyby. It's next month. Alright, now we should be able to do it. It's going to take 11 months to build that. That's going to be a thing. How far? Saturn. So far, we're the only one in the planning stages for it. We need 123 months. We have to get it done, though. And be first. So. And beat the Soviet Union. How are we doing here? Tier 12 of funding. We're quite a ways away from Tier 13. So China completed phase 1 of Mars lander. And then our next phase is next month. It's a 3-phase thing, so yeah. We're still on track for first on that. So that's good. %9 chance failure, huh? Alright, that's fine. Alright, complete phase 2 of Mars lander. How are we doing here? 10 months on that. 3 months till launch on that. Alright, next event. Budget review. We went up a little bit, but not much. Alright. Launch this. 72% chance. And it exploded. So little save scum is in order here. All right. Let's do this again. Oh, whoops! I forgot to hit launch mission. Okay. Auto resolve. Jesus, this is a cursed mission. Holy crap. Back-to-back failures. Now it's raining. That's funny. Okay. Finally got it moving. All right. Continue. China completed phase 2 of Mars lander. All right behind us. And what's going on here? Everybody's getting transfer orbits, it looks like. So our Mars readiness is 9%. Chance of mission success abysmal. Totally abysmal. All right. Did I built everything, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've built everything. FDO available. A skilled flight dynamics officer has become available. Hiring them for your agency would boost the launch reliability of the Saturn flyby mission's launch vehicle. Antelope by 20%. It's currently 55%. Yeah. That's yes. Mars lander is ready for its next phase, which we're going to auto resolve. Nice. Very nice. And we milestone achieved in first. Got 1,800 attaboys. And our Mars preparations have gone up. NASA completed Mars lander first. That's what I'm talking about. That's the only one for Era 3, the only milestone for Era 3. The next are Era 4, and then final missions. Improved guidance system. The improved guidance system enhances positional tracking and error correction, increasing the chance of flawless launch. Okay. Phobos photography. Interesting. Interesting, I say. Still getting the X-ray telescope going. So yeah, I guess next event then, right? I mean, we have a mission slot available. X-ray telescope is going to take a couple months to research and then to build and all that stuff. So I'm thinking, let's take a request mission or something here. Solar Observatory will give us some money. What is this? Reinforced tank walls, plus 5% launch reliability. And it gives us a 2% Mars readiness. And some science over 5 months. Actually a pretty good infusion. Like, having 2,580 over 5 months is a bigger infusion than the, like, 7,000 over for 120 months, like 10 years, but yeah. Yeah, let's do the EVA repair exercise. That done. Do I have enough? Yeah, everybody's available. Okay, cool. That works. That works. All right, Venusian. China completed Venus orbit in 4th. All right. 10% bonus. Nice. Very nice. Okay. That frees up another mission slot, right? I get 1,363 science coming in next month. Still got a ways to go there on that. So could take something else. Photos, photography. I don't know. I don't know what else I want to take here. Something cheap would be nice. Actually, you know what? We could do the Solar Observatory. It's only in 1 month and it gives us an infusion of cash. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Viking Relativity Experiment. By measuring the time for a radio signal to reach Earth from the orbiter accompanying your Mars lander Viking, NASA researchers have managed to prove that the sun's gravitational field causes a delay. The result confirms predictions made by Einstein's theory of general relativity. Gain 500 science. Alright. Reuse the cheapest design we got. We'll get the job done. Albatross. Albatross it is. I don't even have the money for that. and that's still the cheapest one. Right. Solar Observatory. I want to get this. Well, I can do this now. Yeah, for like 440k. Yeah, let's do that. Now give me some money. The other one. Saturn flyby vehicle complete. All right, training. Let's get support training. At launch date January. So January 1977. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Oh, and I'll complete in February 1980. I'll complete it. If I launch in January. So February 1980 is, am I going to make it in time is my question here. 112 months. So 112 months. Man, this is where the UI is kind of, I wish it would be a little bit clearer about things. So 112 months here. Right. This takes 37 months plus the 4 before I launch it. Okay, so we should be fine. We should be fine. I just need the 1700K to build that rocket. Chandra, research complete. X-ray telescope capable of a wide variety of observations from supermassive black holes to supernovas. Alright. Just under what I need for this guy, but that's fine. Research. So we have that ready to go. I want to get Jupiter flyby or Modular Space Station 1 and Zarya. 7600, 6400. What does this? So what is this? This is 21,000 kilograms. 21,000 kilograms. So, well, you know what? It would be better to just, yeah, so 21,000 kilograms. So I go to milestones. And I say this. 21,000 kilograms. Upper stage. So the Centaur can only do 15,000. So I would need the Wyvern. 26,000 kilograms, yeah, and then that weighs 28,400. This can only do 24,000. So I could do the Atlas 3 booster. That's 30,000. Atlas 3 and the Wyvern upper stage. I can hold off on this because we might be getting the... Well, I can hold off on this until I actually build it. We'll see for ourselves. Because I want to build it soon, but I also don't... Well, no, Chandra, that's not for that. That's for this one here. I mean, we have some time. So... Let's get the Jupiter flyby done first, and then we'll ponder that other one. X-ray telescope. Did I wait? What was I? Was I looking at? Which one was I looking at here? Chandra is 8,500 kilograms. So... So that'll fit in a Centaur. So I don't have to do anything weird for that. We just need a mission slot to open up. Okay. Two months Saturn flyby, 3 months till launch. So observed. This guy is only a 1 month thing, so it won't take long to do that. Alright. 11 months to build that, though. All right, launch. Training. Sure. Launch date, February. Yeah, whatever. February. Go for that. All right, budget review. Still not enough to get more money. Jupiter flyby research complete. There we go. Saturn flyby. It's ready for launch. All right, fine. Stage gets a little bit more reliability. Oh, it failed. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's better launch anyway. Go. That's on its way. And then we need some research now. So I got the Jupiter flyby research done. Let's start the modular space station research going. The plus 25% contractor positive effects would be good, but this mission control expansion is also good. So maybe we'll swap over to that. How much is this? This is 6,400. The mission control one, I could probably get. Well, we got still an infusion of science coming in. 14, 16. This is going to take a lot to do. Plus, I probably don't have the rocket for it yet. Let's get the mission control expansion done. Was that going to cost me? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'm sure it's going to cost me something to build it. But having another mission slot is going to be a good idea sooner rather than later. $36 months till next phase, 1 month till launch. All right. Good. Percent bonus. Cool, we got extra cash. That works. That works really well. Which the cash will help us with the mission control expansion, probably. And yeah, I guess 1 more month here. Control expansion. Do I have to do anything with that? Yes, I do. To reward, plus 2% reward there. Nothing there. 2% reward for missions. It seems like this would be the best place to put it. Let's put it there. Alright. So I got that. It's 10,000. So let's go back to what we were going to do and get the modular space station research started here. Yeah, see, it was good to do that because our science has dropped off now again. So we'll have another mission slot available. And actually, I can plan this now. Let's plan the X-ray telescope, which is a shit ton of money. A giant shit ton of money. 3.8 million. Oh, astronaut Centenari Albert has retired and will no longer be available for missions. Well, collect that pension, dude. You did well. You did well. Still don't have enough money for the X-ray telescope. It'd be expensive. All right, next month. Can buy it. Good. I guess next event. No. Mission control expansion is complete. EVA repair exercise vehicle complete. Alright, we need some crew. Sign, confirm. Training. Support mission training bonus increased by 100%. Let's do that. Let's do that. Launch date. Yeah, November is fine. And confirm. We have another request here to give me some money. Private space station. Increased propellant capacity. Additional propellant enables a greater delta V for the vehicle, compensating for suboptimal launch period. Suboptimal launch dates become optimal launch dates. But this is going to require the space shuttle, right? Because that's what it's saying here. 30,000 kilograms. Well, it's suggested, but we already deployed a space station, so I don't think it's going to require that. It says we've completed the required research for it. This is just recommended. Okay. Gives us 2% Mars readiness. Yeah, space welding. Orbital radio. Yep, let's do... It's a shame the private space station doesn't give me a bunch of money, but will give me some science and some attaboys and this propellant capacity, so let's Let's do it. There we go. All right. And good there. EVA repair exercise. %69%. Nice. Go for auto resolve. And we got a 50% bonus reward. Reinforced tank walls. All right. Good stuff. And that gives us another mission slot back. Which we can use for the Jupiter flyby and get this done first. Let's do that. Because we need money for the payload. Pay for Voyager. Percent Mars experience. Sampling. Okay. So far, so good. 3 months. 5 months. Our funding is up in 2 months. Are we made it to the next tier, just barely. So that works out well. EVA astronaut interviewed. News programs interviewed astronaut Pamela Oda about your agency's recent EVA repair exercise mission. Astronaut told of a surreal moment when a spatula broke free and floated away into space after it was used to apply heat-resistant gel to a heat shield. It's my favorite spatula. She limited 200 support regained. All right. We're now at tier 13 funding, so 578k per month we're getting. Will help things quite a bit. Let's build payload, get that going. Chandra is complete next month. Now we gotta get the vehicle to get into orbit. So Albatross, does this have, this has 1 point for an upgrade, right? Slightly more expensive, which is not that bad. Save design. Overwrite. Alright. Still need the money for it, but we got it. Just have to wait. Minimum crew of 2. Do I have the... I do have the 2 crew for that. Roger, Space Station 1 research complete. This one we still have the money for research. What am I gonna do here? I'm kind of holding off. I want to get the space shuttle researched and stuff, but I also holding off a little bit. Let's get the payload researched. We have an infusion of some science coming in. We should have a little bit more as well. Space station payload complete. Albatross design. Sure. Confirm that, but these are both expensive. Both of these are going to be... we're going to take up some money here that we don't quite have yet. Voyager is complete. Jupiter flyby. That is going to need this guy. Um, 2584. That's on the cheaper side of things, yeah. Alright. 17, we're 4K below what we need to get this going. Alright, well, one more month there. We'll have to sit on it for one more month. You say complete space station in seconds. Okay. X-ray telescope, build it. 11 months. Definitely get the private space station one done first before the Jupiter flyby. Was it 1700K? Yeah. Soviet Union completed space station in third. Alright, funding review is next month. We didn't do anything since the last one. Alright, because we're just kind of in a holding pattern waiting for things to get done here. Alright. Let's go next event. Alright. X-ray telescope vehicle is complete. So we will do... We might as well squeeze even more science out of it. Whatever we can. Select that. Confirm. And then this guy is 2584 we need for the Jupiter flyby. Alright. %, launch reliability with the reinforced tank walls. Nice. And alright. Resolve. Telescope deployment in first. There we go. Cool. Give us a nice complete X-ray telescope in first. That'll give us a nice little baseline boost to our science for quite a while. We still don't quite have the money for that one yet. We do have a mission slot available. GPS stuff. Composite casing. Using composite materials for rocket motor casing reduces overall construction cost. Minus 10% vehicle build cost. That's pretty significant. And we get a bunch of money. Yes. Yes, we're doing that. We are doing that. That'll help pay for the other one that I need. So that's gonna jump to the front of the line. Zarya research complete. Integral module in the construction of a large orbital space station containing power and propulsion systems. GPS payload complete. Space station vehicle complete. Okay. Private space station. Let's get you and you on there. Confirm. Training. Let's get our science reward up. And launch date. January. Do that. Complete. Alright. Jupiter flyby. GPS. So reuse design. That's the cheapest one, Condor. Let me load that up. And advanced weatherproofing. What is this? No support penalty for failing mission. Reinforced tank walls. Wait, can I not do... I can't do two of them? Huh. Alright, never mind. I thought I could put multiple things on there, but I guess not. Alright, confirm. And build. Because that'll give us money for this vehicle. Alright. And we need more science. Or more research, I mean. Let's get the neutral buoyancy lab going. It's 5,000. No, what is this? This is 10,000 for the contractor's office. Oh, costs 4 million to put it down. 30K upkeep. Minus 20% cost on vehicles research tree. You know what? Let's do that one. Because vehicles are getting really expensive to research. That'll help a little bit. And then we have the other bonus that we're going to get. Yeah. Budget review. A little bit of a boost. Alright. Launch the mission. Saturn flyby. Okay. Oh, this was station deployment. That was not. This was private space station. Okay, I was like confused for a minute there. There for 12 months. What was the other one? Saturn flyby. Resolve. Outer Planet Explorer. Complete a mission to any of the outer planets. Nice. Did Saturn flyby first, and that gives us that bonus. Challenge complete. 50% vehicle research cost for 3 months. There you go. And a 50% bonus on that, too. All right. Very good. Very, very good. Complete Saturn flyby first. Which means I really should take advantage of the 50% off vehicles stuff. Because the space shuttle is 3,500 right now. This is 2,500. Yeah, let's do this. Change research. Space shuttle done because we got 1,230 coming in. We might just about get the space shuttle done, but probably not anything else. So we'll see there. Completes in 4 months. Still need money for that vehicle. Modular Space Station 1, the Soviet Union has a launch scheduled for that? Wow, really? That's expensive. Very expensive. Monthly rewards times 300 months. 50. Ah, interesting. Mission checklist. Modular Space Station 1, 2, and 3 gets us the International Space Station. Okay. 2592. I feel like I should get that built before I do the Jupiter flyby thing. I think so, because they're gonna try a launch in 11 months. What's it gonna take me here? What does this take? 6 months to build. Oof. Oof. And the rocket itself is going to take a couple months. Well, we'll see. We shall see. That's now 10 months for them. Yeah. All right. High-res images of Saturn captured. Breathtaking images of Saturn and its ring system captured by your Voyager probe have featured in news reports across the globe. They are the first such high-resolution images to be captured. One of our roles as a space agency is to share the beauty of the solar system with the public, a member of the mission team commented in an interview. And Saturn has plenty of beauty to go around. 250 support. Space shuttle research complete. Do I still have the bonus? Nope, that was wound through the bonus. So yeah, I managed to get the space shuttle out of it for cheap. So that works. That works one way or the other. We can switch back to the aeronautics research that we have partially done. And we don't have the money for that yet. All right, Condor complete next month here. GPS. And oh, increase the funds reward? Additional training option funds. Sure. That sounds good to me. Increase my money by 15%. We'll do it in August here. Confirm. And then yeah, we still don't have anything for. All right. Astronaut takes space shower. Articles about your space station Skylab have appeared in several newspapers. In one story, astronaut Willow Smith describes the space shower, a complex zero-G shower involving a cylindrical curtain and a vacuum system to suck away water. It takes hours to set up, Willow Smith has been quoted as saying, and the soap makes you itch, but it still felt like a luxury. 200 support we got. Alright, Soviet Union is launching Modular Space Station 1 in 6 months. Again, I don't know how the AI jumps ahead of me on some of these things, but it does. Just randomly. Alright. Agencies propose international collaboration. The other 4 major space agencies have approached your agency proposing international collaboration in the construction and use of your prospective modular space station. Accepting a proposal will grant your agency $5 million towards future mission costs, though your advisors note the other agencies would receive significant science from gaining access to the station. Yeah, it's an international space station. We kind of have to make it, you know, international. So there we go. A little boost of money too was certainly welcome, so I can get this other thing off the ground. And what else here? Is there another thing I could be doing? Far side of the moon. I have a mission slot available, right? Engine and habitat. Jupiter flyby is planned. Saturn, we did. No requests there. Alright. About these I haven't researched yet, huh? Finish second or above in 3 milestone missions. Gives me another 4 million buckaroos. Far side of the moon. 936. What about this? Crude observatory, Earth topography, Earth's oceans. Gives us even more money. Astronaut recovery test. Crude observatory. Gives us a bunch more science. But maybe we do the Earth's oceans one just to get the 1.7 million for it. This should be relatively cheap to launch. Aeronautics Research Lab complete. Modular Space Station 1 payload complete. August 1980. Let's launch at 95% launch reliability. Cool. 7% chance of auto failure, but let's try. Alright, that succeeded. We got composite casing for it and a bunch of money. Alright. Good stuff. Let's go build this aeronautics research lab, which gives us nice 3% payload build costs. Put it there. Yeah, we get a couple things here. Plus 10 science per month. Yeah, we'll put it there. I'll put it there. We can hold off on the vehicles until that's built, because then that'll give us the 20% off. Let's get... we don't have a whole lot of science coming in right now. 1,000 gets us to Unity there. Galileo. Neptune and Uranus. Space telescope gets us to Hubble, which gets us probably a bunch of science. What does that 6,240 over 10 years. In addition to our X-ray telescope, which is giving us 7,800 over 10 years right now. And it's a milestone. Then again, the Grand Tour and stuff we get, which are other things we need for this era. Saturn Orbiter, 5,200, 8,300 over 158 months, 74 months, 100 months. This also gets us towards our Mars prep for crewed rover. Let's do the space telescope. And if I need to swap it to something else, I'll swap it to something else. Roger, Space Station 1. Design shuttle. Reuse design. 1768. What, the shuttle's gonna cost a lot more though, right? It's 2,200 over 10 months. This is 1768 over 11 months. What is this for? Modular Space Station 1. Yeah, we want this done as fast as possible. I mean, we're not going to beat the Soviets unless they fail. It's 11 months for that. Yeah. Still 11 months for that. If I could get it done. Well, we can afford to get it done as fast as possible, right? To pay the extra 8 months, 7 months. Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, because I want to get it done as fast as we can. So we'll confirm that. Get that going. Where does that put us? Like they're going to launch in 4 months, so we're not even. We don't even have the launch planned yet. We have 7 months to go before we even have the vehicle done. But all right, that's fine. I mean, that still goes towards second or above in our milestone missions. So that still goes to that at least. Okay. Do we have? I feel like I should do the crude observatory just for the science. For 25 months. What's this one? That's barely anything. Yeah, let's do that. All right, next month. Oceans payload complete. The cheapest one. There we go. Galactic Black Holes Study Proposal. A team of researchers have proposed using your space telescope launched in the X-ray telescope mission to perform a dedicated study of black holes at the center of nearby galaxies to learn more about their properties and prevalence. The project will require funding, but has a chance of producing additional science. Yep, go for it. Proposal accepted. All right, next event. Skylab crew return. NASA astronauts have safely landed on Earth after spending 12 months aboard the space station Skylab. In a televised interview, astronaut Willow Smith was asked about taking a space shower on the station and revealed an incident where another crew member rigged the system so that the water was ice cold. Spent 3 hours setting up that shower. The astronaut lamented. I didn't speak to them for a week afterwards. 200 support. All right. Budget review. Not quite to tier 14 yet. Earth Ocean's vehicle complete. Right. Do that and go in March on that one. Confirm. Jupiter flyby is okay. Training. Get more science. Launch date. Wow. Can't launch until at least June. But I'll still be in first regardless. So let's do July. And we won't have any penalty for it. Oh, Soviet Union failed Modular Space Station 1. Perfect. Because Skylab's about to be complete here. This is Crude Observatory. But no, that's perfect because then we can get first on that. Use design. Yeah, Albatross, I guess, is the only one. Makes sense here. Do that. So where's our... This completes in 1 month. Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. Alright, Modular Space Station 1 vehicle complete. Earth Oceans is going to launch. That's a lucrative one, so that'll give us some money to toss around. Some more money to toss around. Yeah, 1% chance of failure. There we go. 1,600 or 1.7 million, I should say. All right. Soviet Union is launching Modular Space Station 1 in 14 months. They spun right around and somehow they were able to build a replacement payload and a replacement rocket in 1 month, huh? Tell me the AI isn't cheating without telling me the AI isn't cheating. Scientists, celebrity, and test firm. Training. Let's get support training. Launch date in May. That'll put me in first. Yes. Cool. By a lot, because that's the 13 months for them. All right. Select confirm. All right. And I have 1 mission slot available. Spacewalk maneuvering. See, the thing about the low Earth orbit ones is that I can complete them relatively quickly and get a good boost of science out of it. Far side of the moon. Now, Venus, what do you got? Balloon? Science station. Ooh, some money. And an improved guidance system. Yep, let's do that. I'll jump right on top of that. Go. All right. Next event. Balloon Science Station. Modular Space Station 1 ready for launch. And it's raining. Great. 34%. Go for it. All right. It's deployed, and we got first. got there first. And the 50% bonus rewards. Wow. Cool. Okay. I'll take it. They're up there for a year. NASA completed modular space station in first. And Moon Science Station. Take the Stargazer. Oh, it's nice and cheap. I like it. I like it. Where's our space telescope research is going on? We got 707 science coming in. Let's go next event. Aeronautics Research Lab is complete. Minus 20% cost on vehicles research tree. Sweet. So let me look at that real fast. So this guy is now 4,000, which I think he was 5,000 before, maybe? Question mark. 2,400, 2,400. Okay. This is going on though. Hubble is another 9,600 science we need. Okay. Very good. I guess we'll launch the Jupiter flyby here. July 1981. 21 months it's going to take. Oof. Bad conditions. But we still managed it. Upper stage goes up a level. 1% chance of failure. Yeah. Yep, oh, it succeeded. Alright. Good stuff. Alright. Got that going off. And what happened there? Oh, phase 1. Okay, I was just saying that. China completed space station in 4th. Right. What I should be looking at though. There's Space Station 2. Grand Tour. We got Space Telescope starting to be researched. I wonder if is that 8,000? What's the Hubble? 9,600. I'm wondering if I should get this. That's 8,000 and 8,800. It's still pretty significant. If I get the Hubble done, then I can get that launched. We can get the science from that, and that'll help us get to the next part of the space station going, maybe. The other thing is, like, the Grand Tour and stuff is good, but it's going to take up a mission slot forever, right? Yeah, 6 phases over 153 months. Ugh. Whereas these are just 1 month. I mean, I definitely want to do the Grand Tour. Because, you know, it'll be worth the science and stuff, but and the support and the Mars experience. But that's going to basically permanently eat up one of our active mission slots. I don't think there's not. Oh, there is another one we can get for another 10,000. Space planes can operate in space as well, serving an aircraft in Earth's atmosphere. Minus 25% fitting time and cost when reusing shuttles. I say. Launch platform. Vehicle build cost. I mean, that alone is probably worth it. $8,000. Maybe we should get the mobile launch platform just to reduce the cost of vehicles, because I've been having to sit a lot and wait for money to come in. I say that, and I mean, Tier 2 astronauts would be a good thing too. What's the error completion reward? Space Science Library, an immense repository of agency and space exploration history. Serves a vibrant learning center for the public. Plus 10% attaboys gained from successful missions. Sounds significant, but not really that much. Plus 10% total rewards from successful request missions for a visitor center. I mean, the contractor's office sounds fantastic, but man, that's a lot of money to build that. Yeah. We'll see. I think it'll be better right now to just get. I think it'll be better to just get the Hubble research and get that launched and out there, and then we can circle around and get the rest of the space station going. Although I am concerned that someone else will beat me to the punch here. But it says no one else has it researched. We'll see. We'll see how that rolls. All right, Balloon Science Station. Payload reliability up. Launch dates October. Fine. Go. Do it. Telescope research complete. Reached Era 4. Multiplanetary species. Mars is firmly in the sights of all the space agencies. Landing humans on the red planet is widely seen as the first major step in making us an interplanetary species. But who will reach Mars first? All right. 60% launch reliability. All right, we're good. 1% chance of failure. All right. Excellent. We got 1,500. We got 1.5 mil for that. And then, yeah, let's get the Hubble done. So we have it. I may need a vehicle for it too, but that's fine. So our funding reviews in 3 months. All right, let's finish out 1981 here. Into my lifetime now. There we go. Tier 14 now, 630K per month. All right. Crude observatory, vehicle complete. We need to hire somebody. Navigator. Comm specialists. Test pilot. Let's hire an electrician. Sign. Confirm training. Let's get the payload reliability up because it's pretty low. There we go. Pick that up in May. Science Station. That will resolve. %50 bonus. All right. Extra money. All right, what did that say? Soviet Union is launching Jupiter flyby in 20 months. Did I do Jupiter flyby already? Okay. Mission is in progress. Yeah, so I'll beat them by 4 months. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, how is our diplomacy anyway? ESA really likes us. They really, really like us. We're almost getting to the next tier of diplomatic relations with them. That's nice. Japan and China are like, they're cool. Okay, so 19% Mars readiness. Required research, crewed Mars landing, Orion, send lander, Mars requirement engine and habitat. Okay. How's our space station? How's our International Space Station doing? So every month complete this installation. So once I get Modular Space Station 2 and 3 done, then I'll get these monthly rewards, which isn't much, but I guess it's better than nothing. We have 2 slots available too. What is this? Horizontal integration. Adopting horizontal integration for vehicle construction reduces structural overheads and simplifies launchpad transfer. Minus 1 month vehicle build time. It's pretty good. That 1 month can mean a lot. Yeah, get that. Let's get this planned. And then any other requests here? Just far side of the moon, which is still not worth it. Alright. Alright, that's fine. But we cleared out the, we're into January 1982. Alright, we're going to have to save here, my friends. Alright, excellent. Excellent, Smithers. Alright, that's going to have to do it for me for tonight. Man, I love this game. This game is really good. I really, really enjoy this. It's, it does require you to kind of sit on your hands for a little bit, especially in the later part of the game that we're getting into now, where it's like things are taking, the missions are taking like 100 months to do, or dozens and dozens of months to do. So from that perspective, it gets to be more of a kind of a waiting game where you don't really have a whole lot of options ahead of it for you, but I think but it's still fantastic. We're moving along. I'm save scumming all the way because that's what I do. But yeah, that'll do it for me for tonight, my friends. Tomorrow night we'll probably be back to Octopath Traveler 0, probably tomorrow, and most likely Tuesday as well. Try to do that back to back so I remember what I was doing and everything. So we'll get to that likely, and then we'll take it from there. We'll see where we go with the rest of the week. Not sure yet. Not sure what else is on the list there, or what I'm going to be feeling like. But I definitely want to at least get more progress in Octopath Traveler, because I can't play that game off camera because everything is important in it. So I want to make sure that's continuing to move along. Plus, I'm really interested in the story and everything that's going on. So there's that. But yeah, like I said, that'll do it for me for tonight. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that'd be really great and awesome. It helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.